in the stoli. I done ran into some rats, my dolly. 17, but they treat me like an OG. Niggas know me, but get shows on the multi. Everything feeling line like it's supposed to be. Bitch suckers online trying to roast me. 2 blunts for the sleep, now I'm toasty. Big bro say grind, okie dokie. Work hard, cause I'm waiting for my trophy. You can say what you want, don't approach me. How the shells in this block if you know me.
Overall, I think center is just the better position, since that is the position you're going to be running. For the height, obviously, we need to be 7 foot. We can't drop this or raise it. And then with the weight, we're going to drop this to minimum just to be as fast as possible and to be the most glitchy. And then with the wingspan, I would recommend maxing this out just so you can dominate the paint even more. As usual on this screen, let's go ahead and get the obvious things out of the way right now. And boom, just like that, all the obvious things are out of the way. As you can see, we don't have that many badges, but we do have a ton of leftover attributes, which is really good. Scrolling up here to defensive and rebounding badges, I honestly think I'm just going to leave this alone, because if I try to touch anything, I'm going to lose a badge. That's not something I want to be doing. And 21 defensive and rebounding badges is more than enough. Scrolling up here to playmaking, I'm going to go ahead and max out pretty much everything, because I think playmaking is pretty important. You can also drop the pass accuracy down to an 88 to maintain your 15 playmaking badges. Having playmaking on this build is going to be pretty clutch to get up and down the floor pretty easily. If you do get a snatch block and you want to finish the clip, you don't want to just have to pass. Next thing I am going to do is scroll up and max out free throw to have 16 shooting badges. We can actually drop this down 1 to a 90 and still maintain our 16 shooting badges. I know a lot of you guys probably saw this 76 3-point rating. You were a little bit skeptical at first, but with 15 shooting badges, that's just honestly so many badges, and you can shoot extremely consistently, especially if you find a big man jump shot that you really like. Speaking of which, in the card above, up to finishing. Now, it's completely up to you whether you want to upgrade to close shot or post control. In my opinion, I don't really post up on this build, so I would recommend going with close shot, since I think that is the better thing to upgrade. But if you upgrade post control, you have more leftover badges. For me, I'm just going to go ahead and throw all my leftover attributes on finishing, and I will have an 84 close shot and 17 finishing badges. Obviously, that isn't actually a very good, so we can scroll down to physicals and drop the stamina down to an 88. Additionally, you can drop the acceleration down to 70. And if you drop the driving layup down a little bit, we can max out close shot and get 22 finishing badges. I think this trade-off is completely worth it. You don't really need that much stamina. Acceleration isn't that helpful in the center build. Additionally, driving layup isn't that important in this year's 2K, and you get more finishing badges if you trade off driving layup for close shot. Honestly, this build is looking really good. However, I have one tweak that I do want to make. I'm going to scroll down here, throw the last attribute on vertical, and then additionally, I'm going to drop the stamina down 2 ratings, so that way I can have a 65 vertical. The reason why having a 65 vertical is extremely important is because this way you can have elite big man contact dunks off the jump, and if you don't have a 65 vertical, you cannot get elite big man contact dunks. It's completely up to you whether or not you want to do this trade-off. I don't think 2 stamina is that important. However, if you are going to grind to 99 overall, you will get this dunk package regardless. So